Hey folks, Will Owen here with JetBoatPilot.com. On today's video, we are on a 2020 Yamaha 242 XE series, and we want to talk about how to put on the Bimini canvas on this very specialized cage type Bimini here. Yamaha has a variety of different types of shades that they use, and this is the most complex. And a lot of people have asked us, how do you put it on? When that first time, taking it off and putting it back on can be a little bit difficult. So if you don't know how to do it, this video is for you. Right away, you'll notice that I have the canvas stretched out over the bow here for just a quick reference. The dead giveaway, what is forward and what is aft, is your solar charger in the front. Can you kind of pan over? That solar charger is obviously going to be facing up, and it's at the very front part of your canvas. In the back, you'll see a cutout for the tow point as well as the navigation lights, and then you're going to see some zippers like this here on later models. That's going to be for your sunshade. What we'll do is we're going to come inside the boat, but before we do, I want to show you kind of the way I like to prep to get everything ready to go. The first thing I like to do is just kind of get it rolled up, so when I get it on top I can roll it back off. So from the back here, I'll just kind of take the canvas and roll it over a couple of times. You can come in one fold this way and one fold this way. This will make it easy to get it up on top. The next thing we'll do is taking the solar charger now in our hand. This is the forward edge with this little pouch here. It's got a little wire. We're gonna take it and place it up on top. We can go ahead and just unfold it a little bit, left and right. And just so it doesn't blow off if the wind kicks up, there's some little Velcro tabs here in the front. We'll go ahead and just get that going there. Just so that it doesn't move around. We'll adjust it a little bit later on. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of roll it out. So standing on top of your seat cushion, just simply unroll. You'll notice there's some ratcheting style straps here that are kind of hanging. I'd recommend go ahead and Velcro these shut inside their little canvas enclosures before you get to doing too much, because these things will swing and they can hit your fiberglass and scratch. So be careful to keep those wrapped up as you start unwrapping this or moving your canvas around. We'll keep on rolling back. So we'll come up here, same thing we did on the other side, just bringing the canvas all the way back. You'll notice that there's a navigation light here. You want to be careful to not bend it or to damage it. I like to kind of point it up, forward. As we're putting the canvas on, you can then align that cutout with, see how I'm doing there? We can align that with the cutout, then it slides on like that. See what we got here. Well, now that we've got it kind of vertical, I can go ahead and lock it out. So we'll continue to slide back. If you don't have the straps fully undone like this, if they're still ratcheted down tight, this is gonna be kind of tough. So you wanna undo the straps like you saw there. On both sides is what I like to do. Then we'll take these back edges here. We'll kind of come around the underside of the tubing here. Can you see that with the camera? Same thing here. All right, so we've got it kind of wrapped around the edges now. So the question is always, where does this strap go? And the answer is it goes to the inside of the tubing, but you don't want to wrap it around those wires. You can see the wires here. I like to kind of bring it to where it's going to come around, but not going to have any trouble with those wires. So just be cautious of that. All right. Now that we've got it in the back and we've got our straps in place, Same thing on the other side. I'm going to go to the front edge. This will be tight as you're tugging on it. If you're doing it right, it'll be tight. In earlier models, it might be a little bit loose, or maybe that it is stretched a little bit. This is a newer boat, so not as much stretch. All right, you're gonna see Velcro panels like this. What we like to do with these panels, bring it to the outside of the tubing, but you still have your strap here. So we'll undo the strap here with the buckle. From the outside, take your strap, which is now coming over. We want to bring the strap where there's no twists in it. It's going to go through the outside, under the rotating cylinder. Then as we come through the back side here, we're going to put it back through the middle of that rotating cylinder. See how it's coming out the back now? All right, so now it's a straight line. You can bring the camera inside the boat if you want to. I'll show a little bit better shot here. See how now there's no twists or kinks, nice and tight. We'll take our ratchet strap, we'll give it a couple of twists, not a lot. All right, now before we finish this, I'm going to go to the opposite side. We'll do the same thing. Velcro is down. We're going to bring this, might need to be adjusted a little bit. I can probably push this around. So that's what we're looking for, is as it comes under, you see how it comes under this rod here? It's going to pull tension down on this portion of the canvas. The same thing, we've got our strap here. I did pull that a little bit too tight, so I'm going to release on the opposite side a little bit so I can bring this canvas, this strap back. I want that strap to kind of find itself in this zone. This is here to lock that up and keep it from swinging around. I'm going to back that off a little bit. Undo, and then we'll just pull it out a little bit. We'll still leave it in, but we'll go ahead and lock it. And I will go ahead and close this back just so it's not potentially damaging. Now that I've got that loose, watch this. See? Now I can take my strap. We're going to come in from the back. On this one, because the cylinder is rotated around, come in, we'll go back through the cylinder, and it's going to come out the back side. You see that with the camera there? All right, now the strap is where it needs to be. We'll put this in place. I'm going to give it a couple clicks, and I'm going to close this back up. All right, so now that everything is connected, we've got it lined up, our ratchet straps are ready to go. What we'll do is we're going to look and see how those are oriented. This one is about midway. This one, not quite midway, so we're going to try to equalize those to where they're about the same. Once we have those equalized, I'm going to undo and go ahead and crank down on this. And you'll do a little bit at a time. Also, one of the things you can do to save all the ratcheting, if you hyperextend it all the way open like this, we can pull the extra slack out like this, bring it all the way out. And once you've done that, then tighten, and then it'll be a little bit less wound around the cylinder. All right, that's starting to tighten. So some are going to ask the question, what is the proper amount of tension? And my answer is the amount of tension that you feel comfortable putting on your canvas. You do want to make sure that it's nice and tight. So after we have cranked down on it, we're going to make sure that it has that taut sound to it. I'm going to drag this one out a little more too. you can actually hear it tightening. You're also going to see that this strap helps preserve the powder coating on the tower, so it's important to have that strap or that canvas in between the ratcheting feature and the tower. So that feels pretty good there. Starting to get tight. Make sure you double check. All these areas are still completely covered. And we're gonna go back to the opposite side now. Give it a few more clicks. Feels pretty good. And then once you've got it where you want it, go ahead and take your cover. This is your flap here. We're going to pull up and we're going to Velcro to the top like this. Same thing on the opposite side. All right. Now the last thing we're going to do in the front, there's a little plug that comes out here that's got a notch on the top and a notch there. Just align those two notches there. I'm going to press it in until it clicks. You'll hear it click. Once that's done, secure the Velcro back up so it's nice and neat. That's going to be for your solar charger. So nice and tight. There is a flap for a sunroof. You can undo the sunroof by doing the zipper all the way around. It'll actually roll up, and there's some straps there to allow you to stow that sunroof when you're using it. But that's how you put on your Bimini canvas on the 242X E-Series or any of your 242 E-Series covers from like 2016 until about 2021 even. You'll even find this on the 2021 25 footers. And the process will be similar on 25s as well as the 24. So we hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, just comment below. I'll be glad to reach out to you and answer those questions for you directly. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you always get new content as it's dropped. And as always, we're Jet Boat people. Videos we're going to produce are always going to be in the boating area. Specifically, jet boats is primarily what we focus on. So if you want to know more about what we do, just follow more videos, subscribe to our newsletter. You can do that at the bottom of our homepage. Just scroll to the bottom, add your name, hit submit. It'll put you on our mailing list, and you'll get new content, new sales information, new product drops, etc. So once again, we appreciate you watching this video. We hope it was helpful to you. Thanks. Have a great day.